Hey guys, how we doing? It's Calvin Raab. So in this video, I'm going to go over 9 different personal finance, financial hacks that can help you achieve your personal finance goals maybe a little bit faster. And the great thing about these hacks, and really hacks in general in any space, even outside of personal finance, is that generally they don't take that much effort, and with that they can make a big change. So I'm a big fan of these. They can help you out, they can get you to your financial goals a little bit faster, and they're just kind of fun to incorporate in your life a little bit. Well, I consider them fun. I don't know if you will. We'll find out. But without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's get into the first personal finance hack that you can start incorporating into your life. And of course, if you're new here, my name's Calvin Raab. Here I make videos all about personal finance, so if you're interested in anything like that, I would love it if you would subscribe. The first financial hack, and this is quite possibly one of my favorite ones, and this is round up saving. Now, I cannot understand why more people don't do this. There's still only a handful of different companies that do this round up savings kind of thing, but I'm really hoping it catches on. But if you don't know what it is, essentially it rounds up everything you buy to the nearest dollar and takes that difference and then will invest that, or it puts that into your savings. So for instance, if I buy something for $10.50, it will then round that up to $11, and that difference, that 50-cent difference there, will then go into savings. Now, it is just a small amount, but through your transactions each day, it does start to add up, and over time, it can be a decent amount of savings. Now, this was first done, or at least done on a large scale. This is what really kind of made it very popular, was Acorns. Acorns incorporated this roundup savings into the services that they offered, and that's really what made it blow up. And a few other people, a few other companies have done this as well. So just look into the company that you like that does it. I've used Acorns before, but there's many others. Just see which one you like the best, and the fees aren't too bad, and ultimately it's your decision which one you want to go with. But roundup savings is a great financial hack to start saving more. The second financial hack are credit card rewards. Now, the reason I consider it a financial hack is because the people that are using credit cards are getting a reward for buying things that others aren't. And they're not doing anything different. They're just using a different card when they buy something. And because they use a different card, they're getting a reward for it. So as far as rewards, there's many different types out there. There are credit cards that give you miles, like airline miles. And then there's also cash back rewards. That's generally what most of my credit cards have. And it's just great knowing, even if it's just 1-2% that you're getting back, it may seem like a little amount, but it does add up. And you're basically making money off of buying different things. So I definitely recommend looking at different credit cards, seeing which ones match your purchases and can help you out the most. You know, Amazon is a great one. My Amazon card gives me 3% back at the Amazon marketplace, and just see what works best for you. If you're a big traveler, then there's credit cards for that. And just start getting rewards for things you would buy anyway. It's important when you get the credit card to be responsible with it, not to go out of your way to buy things extra things, but you want to just spend how you would normally spend, and the only difference now is you're getting rewards back. So credit card rewards is the second financial hack that I see in this space. The third financial hack are high APY savings accounts, and these are one of my favorite things out there. I think they're just really, really cool, and the reason they're a financial hack is because most people have their money in a savings account at the big banks, you know, the Chase banks, the Bank of Americas, and all those big guys. But those offer on their savings accounts extremely small interest rates, you know, 0.08%, 0.02%, 0.01%, very, very small amounts. But there are other savings accounts out there that offer a pretty decent size APY. APY stands for annual percentage yield, if you didn't know that, and it essentially is just money you get back. So most banks give you a small amount back, but there are a few, mostly online banks, that give you a high APY for your savings. So for me, for instance, I use Wealthfront, and Wealthfront gives me 2.32% back on my savings. So it's nice being able to put my money in there and get a little bit back. It's not a ton, but it's just nice to get some money where I wasn't before. My money used to be at Bank of America, and now it's just nice to be getting some money back through my savings. So if you want to learn a little bit more about this, I made a whole video about different high APY bank accounts that you can look into that maybe will help you decide where you kind of want to go with this, and just look at the different terms and conditions and see what works best for you. But high APY savings is the third financial hack out there. Number 4 is drink more water. Now, this is a financial hack along with probably a health hack. Now, health, we all know, the more water you drink, the healthier you can be. Good for your skin, good for your body. You can talk to any doctor or really anyone else about that. But it's also a big personal finance hack because it helps you save a lot of money. If you drink a lot of water, it also saves you on alcohol. If you're not buying alcohol and you're replacing it with water, one, you're probably being healthier, but also you're saving money on alcohol. And people spend a lot of money on alcohol. I'm a college student. I know how much my friends spend on alcohol. It doesn't seem like much, 15, 20 bucks every weekend, but it really starts to add up. And you can also be strategic with your water. So for me, I have a hydro flask that I carry around everywhere with me. It's like my baby, and it's always with me, and it's nice, keeps my water cold, but it's also nice because I don't really buy water bottles now, and that's great because I'm saving money on water bottles, and I'm also helping the planet at the same time, so it's a win-win. And it's just much more accessible, it's easy, and it still tastes good. It's still cold. It's been in there all day. I feel like I'm doing a commercial for Hydro Flask, but all right. So all in all, drink more water. Good for your health and good for your wealth. It kind of rhymes, so drink more water. Number 5 is delete your payment info from your computer or online. Now, the reason for this is because we want you to think about your purchases a little bit more. So that kind of buy now with one click on Amazon is pretty scary because it's so easy to look at something, make a fast decision, and then just buy it. Whereas if you don't have your payment information already inside the website, then you have to think about it a little more. It takes a little bit of time. And oftentimes with that time, you start to really process it and say, is it really worth it? You may start to second guess things, and that's good. I've had many times where I'm inputting my credit card information. It's like, do I really actually want to buy this? It all of a sudden feels a lot more real. Is it worth it or not? And you're not too sure, and then I end up not buying it. So it's a good way to save money. It's all about just thinking about things a little bit more. Number 6 is smart utilities. Now, there's 2 different kind of sectors that I mean when I say this. The first one is, and what I really think of when I think of smart utilities, I think of things like the Nest, which can help you control the kind of temperature in your house and do a couple other things as well. And it can help you optimize saving money in different ways because it is a smart thermostat. We actually have one at our apartment, and it's kind of fun to play with a little bit to figure things out and see how it will help you save money. So there are things like that. And then there's also like smart decision utilities, like adding in different LED light bulbs within your house and things that just help that electric bill go down a little bit. Now, oftentimes people don't do it because it doesn't really seem like they're saving much money. It's like 30, 40 bucks a year it would save you if you had LED lights. But if you just do multiple different things around your house that as far as kind of energy saving utilities, then it will start to make a little bit more of a substantial difference on that electric bill. And it may seem like you got to fork a little bit of money in the beginning, but in the end it should pay for it in the years coming. It will then start saving and making you a little bit of money. So smart utilities is what number 6 is. Number 7 is use financial service apps and websites. Now, there's so many different ones out there, which is cool. It's great, but sometimes it can seem a little bit overwhelming. There's so many financial apps where you just put in your information and it aggregates it in some way, and there's so many different websites, and there's just a lot going on. So personally, I try to keep it to one. I just use Mint usually. I use Wealthfront occasionally, and I use Credit Karma sometimes to look at different things, but Mint is my main kind of financial aggregating software that I use that seems to have everything there. So I would recommend trying out Mint. There's tons of other ones that you can try out as well. I have some friends that actually don't like Mint, that prefer Wealthfront and different things like that. So just figure out what works for you. You can download a few apps, see if you're feeling it, and if you found one you like, let me know in the comments below. I'd like to go through there, see what people are using, what people like, so just let me know. But I kind of shied away from this for a while, and I don't really know why I did, but because I always thought, I've got everything up here. I know kind of exactly where my finances are, and I had a pretty good idea, but seeing it on an app, seeing everything laid out, all the different graphs, it was just much easier to go through my finances and really understand it in a pretty easy in a couple seconds. You can go through, all right, that's kind of where I stand as far as my finances. So I highly recommend checking out different apps, and let me know if you got a favorite in the comments below. Number 8 is all unexpected money is saved. So what I mean by unexpected money is any money that you get that you weren't expecting to get. So when you go and make your kind of financial plan, if you make it maybe a monthly plan, a weekly plan, and you kind of plan out, oh, this is how much I'm going to spend on food, on different groceries, on maybe clothing or something like that. And if more money comes into your pocket, your bank account within that week, maybe it's a small raise that you get, maybe it's some gift card that you got at work, then everything goes to savings. The issue it's fixing is oftentimes when people get something, get a small raise, then they just start spending more. And as far as their financial situation, it's exactly the same because they want to make more money, so they make this much and they save this much. But then what happens is they make more, but then they just spend more and nothing ends up happening. So what you need to do is have that plan and stick to it. And if more money comes in, then that's great because then you can save more. And it's not going to change your plan because it was unexpected money to begin with. Number 9, and I hope this one doesn't sound too long-winded or preachy, and that is exercise daily. Now this, of course, we understand it from a health perspective, and even more so than physical health, it's great for even mental health. It keeps you happy, it keeps you healthy, and it's just a win-win-win. You should always be exercising every day somehow. Luckily, my Apple Watch actually makes sure I get all my exercise every single day, so that's what kind of sticks me to it. But as far as how this affects you in your personal finance, when you are healthier, it is a little bit cheaper. You know, you're not having to go out to those doctor's appointments, you're not having to buy like supplements or constantly going to the drugstore having to get something for different ailments and different things like that. So it does save you a lot of money financially as well as on top of the health. So exercising daily is a win-win-win, as I said earlier, for both your health and your wealth. All right, so that will wrap it up. Those are 9 different personal finance hacks that I see out there that can make a pretty big difference on your life. And these are pretty small, you know, things like, oh, drink more water and different things like that, round up savings. They're pretty small, but if you incorporate a couple of them, they can make a big difference on your financial life. And that's the thing I love about these little hacks. You know, I always see a bunch of different YouTube videos about different maybe clothing hacks or cooking hacks or something like that. And the cool thing is they're small things that can make a big difference. And if we want to make a big difference on our kind of financial, personal finance situation, then we can do these little small things and add a few together to make a big difference. So these are 9 of them. I know there's a ton more. I see a bunch of different articles that I find fascinating. These, I just had to bring it down to 9. But if you've got another different financial hack out there, I'd love to hear it. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite financial hack? I'm going to go through there. I find these fascinating. I think YouTube in general just really likes this kind of hack category like thing and just different life hacks and different things like that. So let me know down below. I'm excited to go through there, talk with you guys, just see what people are doing, and maybe I'll most likely incorporate a few things into my life. So let me know down there. But all in all, that will wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, my name is Calvin Raab, and here I make videos all about personal finance. So if you're interested in the thing at all, I would love it if you would subscribe. And when you do, you will find new videos here every single Monday and Friday. So be sure to look out for those. And other than that, that's going to about wrap it up. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And as always, my name is Calvin Raab, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.